What's going down, Green Screen Entertainment fans? Your boy Jay Green back at it again. Right now I'm bringing you my review for Us. Now this is the second Jordan Peele written, directed, and produced film. This motherfucker does every damn thing and he's doing it great. Now check this out. There's so much going on in this film. I really did enjoy it, but I gotta break this review down in two different ways because of how much I had to take in. The first half of the review, I'm going just off thoughts, feelings upon my first viewing. The second half, I am going to break into some spoilers, my thoughts and feelings based on the film with all of that jazz mixed into it. So I promise I will give you significant warning before I jump into any type of spoiler territory so y'all can cut this shit and go see this film. Let's go. So this movie stars Nakia and M'Baku. They taking their family on a little vacation to the Santa Cruz Beach boardwalk. They on the beach, they on the boardwalk, they having a good time, fun in the sun, all that shit. They come home, they got their family time, they having dinner. Everything is nice and easy, real simple, real sweet. At the end of the night, when they're about to go to bed, the son comes up in the mom and dad's room talking about, yo, there's a weird family outside in the driveway. The dad goes out there, tries to get him to go, and he realizes, these motherfuckers want to play. He go in the house, he get a bat. One of my favorite lines in the film, when he come outside, he's like, yo, y'all better get up out of here. They don't leave. They just posted, chilling, breathing all creepy in the cold ass air. And then he says,
if you want to get crazy, we can get crazy.
Love that shit. Anyways, this family turns crazy up on 10 real quick. They bust up in the house, home invasion swag. They gather the family up, put them on the couch. And as the candle lights and whatnot are starting to flicker up, and you can really kind of get a look at the family that's standing right in front of them, you see that this family is identical to them. I mean, they look fucked up, but they looking exactly the same. Body snatcher shit. Damn. Now check this out. Everything that I just told you is all in the trailer, so I'm not spoiling anything just yet. From that point on, they're obviously trying to get away from this bad family, and some crazy shit is going to ensue. As far as the acting in this film, phenomenal from everyone. Winston Duke is great. The daughter, she's pretty chill. The son, he was okay. I'm not really feeling him that much as far as acting-wise is concerned, but they're really not focal points in the film. They're just there as a part of the family. Lupita Nyong'o, she steals the show. She's phenomenal playing the crazy version of herself and herself. So she's really the one to look out for in this movie. Now, while I did think that the acting was stellar from everyone, I will say that as far as how the family was written, there really wasn't too much backstory. Lupita Nyong'o, like I said, she is the person that you are following from the very beginning to the very end of the film, primarily. So she definitely has some backstory, she got some development, and all of that. Winston Duke, the kids, they're mainly just serviceable. They're a part of the family. Obviously, we're gonna root for them, but I feel like a home invasion film, while they are simple, it's always gonna be a little bit better when the family is maybe developed a bit more so you can really know who you're rooting for. Now, that might really not matter in a movie like The First Purge or Strangers, where someone's just trying to get away from someone, or even You're Next, where you're like, we don't give a fuck who these people are, they're just in danger and we're rooting for them to get out of danger. But when it's a Jordan Peele film and you're throwing around words like master filmmaker and all types of things like that, I kind of want a little bit more investment in the character development. Now, Jordan Peele is a straight artist, and I don't mean in a weird-ass Wes Anderson type of way. What I mean by that is, number one, his films look beautiful, but at the same time, while they look beautiful, there's also things that give you clues and hints to where the story may be going or what is actually beneath the surface of the story, and that's definitely art and mastery at its finest. So with all that said, this movie to me kind of started out a little slow. Now, I say that because it has a weird, crazy Twilight Zone-esque twist where the family that's invading their house looks just the fuck like them. Now, imagine going into somewhere and you're ready to hear the news. Is it going to be good news or is it going to be bad news? If someone's leading you into that news and it sounds like it's very bad news they're about to give you, you're fired, you got cancer, whatever the fuck it may be, you're in your mind kind of like, all right, let's get to the point. It seems like it's taking them forever to just give you the yes or the no or the positive or the negative. That's how I felt going into this film because we already saw that twist. We already saw that it's a family that looks just like them. So maybe the next time I watch it, maybe I won't feel like it's so slow. But it seemed like that in the beginning to me for that reason. With that said, as it picked up along the way, I enjoyed it more and more and more. I thought the family and the banter that they had was great. I thought the action that was in it was great. I thought that the way that the crazy family was after them was very intense at times and very creepy and eerie. There were a few jump scares, but not jump scares with just a random loud noise. They were earned and deserved jump scares where they made sense. I do think this is a movie that you should check out at the movie theater, but be prepared for it to start maybe a little slow. Be prepared for there to be a lot of hidden messages and undertones that you really have to pay attention to, and you're gonna be thinking about it long after the film is over. And for me, I do love a movie like that. Even if I don't understand right away, I'm kind of like, fuck, what are you talking about? But I like a movie that you can talk about because it's fun to have that type of conversation with whoever you go to see it with or your friends the next day at work. All right, y'all, it's about that time. Your boy's about to break down some heavy spoilers. If you ain't finna hear these spoilers, take your ass up out the room. If you don't want this movie spoiled, now's the time to cut the shit, like, subscribe before you dip, and take your ass up off the couch or the bed or wherever you watching this and go see that goddamn movie.
Bye, Felicia.
Here's the basic through line for the film. This movie opens up with Lupita Nyong'o's character as a little girl. They're on the beach boardwalk, she with her family, dad acting a certain type of way, mom's acting a certain type of way. She ends up walking off. She ends up going to this like fun house area that's on the beach. She walks up in there, there's mirrors everywhere, she's running into her reflection, it's very dark, it's very eerie, there ain't nobody up in there, no attendants or nothing, but she's still going, stupid. Anyways, she ends up backing up into her reflection, but as she's backing up, the reflection is not moving. The reflection is not coming closer to her. She stops, turns around. That reflection turns around as well. It's her double. Now, she gets a surprise look, and then we cut to the future. So throughout the film, there is sprinkles and little peppers of her flashbacks to that moment or what really went down and what really happened. She's got these dreams, things that creep her out, things that make her nervous. Now, we end up finding out in the end of the film when it's coming all to fruition that that double basically kind of choked her out a little bit, drug her down there, chained her ass up into the beds that they had, and then she went up there and assumed her identity. She assumed her life. So we got the double living up here and the original living down there. Now that shit is hella fucking tight. I love the concept. However, I do not feel that that concept was either fully realized or executed to the utmost. The reason I say that is this. It has a lot for interpretation. People are assuming, is it about race? Is it about class? What the fuck is it about? If it was just straight up, this little girl went in there and then she got captured by her double, and then now the double is leading this life, and then she's down here leading that life, going mad, trying to plan an uprising, that would be entertaining by itself. Why muddle everything up? Why blur the lines with all of this other stuff and this other symbolism? You could have left the symbolism of them walking on the beach with the shadows glaring as, hey, we got doubles down here. That's enough. But in the beginning of the film, there's certain things like an ad for Hands Across the World or whatever it's called. I don't remember exactly, but it was a thing back in the 80s, kind of like Live Aid, to raise money to support people that don't have a lot. So that's why people are assuming it's about class. If it's not about class and it's straight up about people living underground that maybe the government made or cloned or whatever the fuck, then just let it be that. That would have been a little bit smoother of a through line. Am I mad at the fact that it could be about race or it could be about class? Hell no. I think that's a tight idea too. I like movies that have maybe a more introspective look at the way that we do shit here in America or the world as a whole. But again, I don't want a movie necessarily that has all these different things jumbled up into one movie that has one really great fucking concept and then mixes it all up from time to time, so I can't follow that shit. In the end of the day, I'm sure that when I watch it again, I'm gonna see some more detailed situations. But from upon the first viewing, I felt like, man, I gotta sit, decompress, and let this motherfucker sink in. I don't know what the fuck I'm about to say in this damn review. So, still really great writing, a super duper great fucking concept. Love the fucking twist at the end. I thought that shit was legit, but I definitely would have rather had it just be straight up. She goes back to this beach area. She's having those flashbacks and those memories, and then it leads into it. I could have done without all of that different, like, this potential, that potential in regards to race or class or whatever. Cool? Let that be a different movie, and then let this just be a straight, entertaining, fun home invasion film. We're trying to get away from some motherfuckers that look just like us. In the end of the day, you got to make your own decision. In the end of the day, you have to see it. You're going to interpret it a different way from me. You have a different perspective, and that's amazing. I would love to hear what you think this movie was really about, because like I said, there's a world of interpretation to be had. Yo, I hope I gave you a little bit of insight. I hope I gave you a little bit of knowledge. I hope you enjoyed what you saw here. I hope I didn't spoil it for you because you were smart enough to cut that video when I done told y'all to. But if you didn't, whatever the fuck, I don't know what to tell you. Other than that, do me a favor, like, subscribe. Yo boy, I'm out.